they don't want to go into it not understanding the effects. They want to know, hey, this is not a pleasant experience. It only lasts 5 seconds. We could make it last longer if we had to, but by going through this, you tend to build compassion. You don't want to tase a person longer than is necessary. Again, I want you to think about if the only tool we had, let's say we only had a straight baton, we'd have to hit you. You may end up with a broken bone. If I had to spray you in the face with pepper spray, that lasts several hours as well as affects everyone else in the room. If all I had was a handgun, I'd have to shoot you. Right? Most people don't recover from that too well. A taser, even though from the outside might not look like you're a compassion spray, dealing with an aggressive person, it really is. Any other questions? Yes, sir.
Yeah, well, I've seen this demonstration a few times.
Yeah.
And I know for safety you have to hold on.
Correct. Yeah.
Is there an effective way for you to demonstrate safely without somebody holding?
Lay a person down or have them
try and get away or struggle.
We could have them lay down that way.
What's up?
Anyone else? Yes, ma'am. No, that's a great question. The electricity only flows between the two probes. So no one on who's holding on is going to be affected by that electricity. I want you to imagine too that if two inmates were fighting each other and holding on and maybe somebody was, on top, you could put a probe in each person and think that way. And then when they let go, they don't get tased anymore. They only get tased when they touch. So if they continue the aggressive action towards each other, the electricity flows. And when they let go, it stops immediately. Great question. Any other questions? All right.
Oh, yeah, it's the one. That's it. It's for first base.
So that time both probes entered the skin, and they stay there. There is a little barb on this, so the probe doesn't come out easily when the person starts to struggle or move around. The officers, all the officers are trained on proper removal of those probes. So the officers, how do you guys feel right now? A little more relaxed than he was before. So any pain right now?
I had back
Oh yeah.
Don't go right on that.
Any questions? You guys can ask these guys questions. Yeah. No.
Like it's just horrible.
Yeah, for me, I'm not going for it.
Oh, okay, that's a great question. At one of these events, just like this, about 2 years ago, I think it was now, I was actually tased, and then an hour later tased again. And immediately, I got right back up. I think the video footage has me on the ground going, wow, the second time hurts a little bit more than the first, but I was completely fine. So, we've also had officers who have been tased with 2 tasers at the same time, completely fine. Officers who have taken 10 seconds of continuous tase, completely fine. So the taser is safe. I've never seen anyone not get up from it. I've never seen any heart problems. We hear about things on the news from time, very rarely, but when you investigate those, you typically find out the person had a pre-existing medical condition. And at the jail, for instance, we know the medical conditions. All the inmates are screened, so we understand We don't use a taser for people who might have a heart condition, even though Taser International has lots of research that shows that it doesn't affect the heart.